we're gonna see how good the cell service is here. Also, I hope my mic's in a good location, so we'll see who joins. It's been so long since I've done one. Might not have anybody join. Need to put that away. We're closer to Thanksgiving now than we are Halloween, aren't we? Close to it. Hey, El Cap, how's everything looking and sounding? I'm actually still waiting for internet, but thought I would give cell phone service a try to see how a live stream outside is doing. Audio is fine. Cool. What's up, Kelly? Hey, B Shady. I've been waiting forever for them to come and hook up internet, man. So I'm just trying using Verizon's cellular service to see how it does. Sitting on the porch hanging out. I'm not sure if the video will be any good, but hopefully audio's okay. I got my lapel mic on my collar instead of on my shirt because I figured the jacket will keep rubbing against it. How's everybody doing? Missed you guys. Miss you guys. I'm missing you guys. I'm literally watching traffic roll by. I hope y'all are doing well, having a good week. I have no clue how well this will work. I wanted to take a walk over. I'm trying to keep an eye on the drain field over there. So I figured, why not give it a shot and see before it gets too dark how it does out on the porch. It does. It feels like it's been forever. If this works well, I might be able to just pop up from time to time and do these. We got really excited because somebody came out from Firefly, which is the name of the internet company. They're the ones running the fiber optic through this area, and they pulled into the neighbor's yard, which makes sense because they moved in like a month before us. We both have new construction, and the guy came over and knocked on the door, and we were getting really excited, and we were like, "Are y'all here to do the line?" And he was like, "We're part of the aerial crew. We take it from the existing hub, and we run the line along the power line to your neighbor's house. The ground crew still got to come out and bury it and run it to the house." So really, I don't know if that means we're any closer or not, because he was just like, I honestly couldn't tell you when they'd be out. I was like, man, I thought we were going to have some action finally. It's been a little over 3 months now because I put it in August. So September was 1 month, October was 2, and then the beginning of November was 3. So we're closer to the 4-month marker than we are, but I'm hoping that because they made it here and they're running it to these 2 new houses, that means it's close, because that'd be awesome. I could sit down, do a true desktop live stream. I won't have to keep running down the street to my mom's to upload videos once a week. Like, the pressure is on to get those videos edited and be ready to go over there, which it's I enjoy going to see my mom, but I want to go over there to see her, not to see her and try to do channel work. But it's been a little while since I've done these. Got the Growler XL in. I bought it early so that I could get a review in done for you guys. And honestly, I'm probably just going to end up keeping it. I know typically some knives I move along, but I've always loved this design. And this is definitely going to be one that I keep for myself. I love the DLC and the retro 80s camo carbon scales. Look really good with this because it's just a little hint of color on an otherwise all blacked out model. I threw some skiffs in it as soon as it got here. Oops. And hey, Henry, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. So far, I'm liking it, but literally it came in today, so I'm going to spend a little time with it before I do a review. And I did record installing the skiffs. It is a 6mm pivot with a 1/16 ball. So this is a big guy. Some of us out here have been clamoring and begging and pleading for Devo to drop a big one, and and they did. They did. I know it probably doesn't look very large in my hands, but I'm so glad that they did that. Also picked up a Zephyr to support Casey. That one I recorded the skiff install, but I'm probably going to carry that tomorrow and then carry this again on Friday just to kind of rotate them in so I can start forming an opinion. I'm trying to get back into my regular routine. Yeah, the weight is 5.1 ounces. I did weigh it. I wanted to see what it weighed in at because it didn't feel super heavy. It is just a skosh lighter than my Padre, and I think it's just a smidge heavier than my Bodacious with the Applied Weapon Tech scales. What's up, Mick? Yeah, hopefully the audio is okay and the video is okay. I'm relegated to running it on cellular, and it's just been so long since I've been able to hang out with regular viewers and people popping in. Makes me feel good to see you guys. Hey, Pons, 13 months, bro. Congrats and thank you. I appreciate it. I'm also trying to get back into a better routine of doing a couple of early access videos for the subscribers out there. It's been tough just because I'm solely on my phone doing everything out here unless I go over to my parents to upload and everything. Well, it's good to see you, Pons. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Justin, what's up, brother? How you doing? I'm scared to walk. I want to walk and check on a couple of things, keeping an eye on stuff because it is a new house. But I'm scared to mess up the service. I don't know how much you can see of the house. Probably not a lot because I don't really have the long tripod here. But we've been having, it's a good thing they offer like a 1-year warranty on everything when you first move in, because we've had like the biggest issues with the septic. I'm not going to get into all of that, but I think we're finally in the clear. They got it all worked out. They had to come out here. You can see where they graded it versus where they planted grass seed to let it grow. But was not a really good installation by the crew that they hire on this side of town to do it. Thanks, Mick. I appreciate it. I don't see too many comments about the video. I know some folks said the audio sounds good. I'm using the lapel mic. It's fully charged. But just so the house is over there. That's our neighbors way over there. And then that's property back there. And then over here is our drain field. That's kind of what I'm walking. I just keep an eye on everything. I've been going under the house, make sure that plumbing's good. Just trying to make sure everything's good while we have the... Thanks, Justin. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. It's probably like giving it the highest resolution that it can. Hopefully it's not trying to push it out in 4K or nothing like that. But I'm really trying to figure out what to do. I posted on the local Facebook page asking for some assistance. So it looks like the property was being used kind of like to farm. You see how tight packed those pine trees are? I literally think like someone came in and harvested the timber and then planted these pines to grow and come back and do it all over again. And they are very immature pines. So I don't know, like, do I wait for them to mature and then just let someone pay to come in and take it out? Or do I try to thin it out some? So like over here, I'm responsible for like making sure that none of these trees get on the drain field, which makes me super nervous because all of those pines are really thick and tight together. So I did talk to one guy and he was like, the roots are usually twice the radius of the trees. And since these are very young, he's like, you'll be fine. But I think I need to like knock them back and stuff. So even though I haven't been online, I've been working on the content, but man, I've had my hands full. You would think new construction would be just clean and easy. It's been anything but. There's been just so much I've had to do around here. Scrub pines that are relatively tall with not a lot of limbs, fast growing, etc. Oh, okay. Scrub pines that are relatively tall. Okay. Looks like a windbreak with them planted like that. What's a windbreak, Jason? I have no idea what that is, bro. I have no clue. And it's interesting. So let me see if I can. So let me walk to the front. So over here is the pines, and then the original tree line, it runs all the way down the field. So in between that tree line and then that tree line over there, which is the edge of my property, there's all these pines. Shield the house from the wind. Dude, we do, Robin. Robin, thanks. I appreciate it. We have a ton of wind, but there was no house on this property beforehand. And these pines go as far back as you can see. As far back as you can see. But I know that there were other trees here, because if you look over here, this is what was here before. And this is what's on either side of where those trees are. And they're also in the back, behind the line of pines that are back there. And there's 2 rows of that. There's another row on the other side of the house over there that you probably can't see. Oh, I'm missing the comments. Darn it. Farmers plant a bunch of them to keep the winds from their home. Now, we do have a farm behind us. Hey, Big Hams. Yep. I'm on my cellular, so I hope everything's okay. Cuts down on the direct wind to your house. Definitely good for windbreaker, and eventually will give you shade to your house. It's so, I believe, from what my stepfather told me, because he lives in this county, I think this was all just like these types of trees, because this used to be all part of some farmland that wasn't being utilized for the farm, so the farmer allowed the hunters to hunt on it. And you can probably see the tree lines better now. So you see these trees all back here, these really tall trees in the background. It's hard to see over the pines right here. I can see them better where I'm at. That's the type of trees that, as far as you can see into the forest, there it is right there. So I know it doesn't look like much. Tall trees go as far as I can see back. And he's saying that's all it used to be here. So he thinks maybe the farmer was like timbering. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, good to hike around. Yeah, I'm working on that. So this is the trees that were here before, and you can kind of see these smaller ones down here. And they were on the field before they cleared this field. So this is the front of my property. This is all the crap I got to cut. And you can't see it, but I planted 4 at the very front just to block the view of the street eventually, 10 years from now when they're big enough to actually do that. But I planted right at the front. So this is the road all right here. I planted 4 autumn blaze red maples. I don't know if you guys know what they look like. And then there's one right on the other side of the driveway, right in the front. It was like $500 to get those trees shipped here for me to put into the ground. But that's kind of what I would prefer, like oak, maple. I really don't want the pine. The pine attract the lady Asian bugs. We were swarmed with them. And I had to go get like treatment and try to coat the house to keep them at bay. And the treatment only lasts for a few weeks. And even then they're like, they can still, if you open the door, fly like right past where you treat and everything. So I'm trying to do that. I rather have like I said, the oaks, a couple maples. I don't want too many maples. But I'd rather have something that actually could, to someone else's point, provide some shade. I think that would be ideal for me, to put up the shade, put up something that's going to actually provide shade. I don't know that these pines are going to get very tall with them packed so tightly together. From what I've read, like if you really want them to grow, you want them like 15 feet apart. And these are like 2 feet from each other. Oh, what did I miss? Kiara Rose. Oh, no. I completely jumped past your comment. I'm sorry, Kiara. Yeah, T's and P's for sure. That's a tough thing. Keep your thoughts on all the happy, positive memories, as hard as it's going to be. And it's perfectly natural for everybody to grieve differently. Oh, my neighbor's out. Marco. Jason, what's up, everybody? Christmas tree farm. They don't look like Christmas trees. They don't look like Christmas trees. I mean, I could be wrong. I had to clear some of them. Some had like a very red center, and then others you could actually see like the yellow sap in the center of them. I had to clear them because at the end of the driveway, when you looked right, they were blocking the view of the road for the curve that was down there. It was like, it's a slight curve, but it's enough blockage to where you can't see them until where you got to be like, if you're pulling out, you're like, oh snap, and you got to gun it to get going. So that's what I worked on this weekend, was clearing that out. Yeah, it's starting to get a little dark, so I might not be on too much longer. But for those that just came in, I picked up our Growler XL. I wanted to be able to spend some time with it and do a review of it. I love the original. This one here is definitely more full size for sure. I'm able to like easily get a 4-finger grip. Choked back, choked up, got plenty of space. DLC is sick on it. It has like the OG 80s, which I think just the hint of color with all blackout looks really, really good. And then I picked up a Zephyr. I haven't had a chance to review that. I think Casey offered one up to go in the past round, but I just wanted to pick up one of my own. I try where I can to support everybody, especially when I like the person or the company. So I try my best to do that. So I got a couple of those going. And this is how windy it is. Watch the flag. I know this is not why y'all tuned in for the live stream. And it's not as bad as it was earlier today. Earlier today, it was really flying. Of course, it's not going to do it now. But it'll really get to whipping. But it looks great when it's flying. It looks great. So that's about like a moderate. I would say that's probably like a moderate when you're getting the Boogie Bit driver from Diva. I haven't watched the video yet. I want to watch the video and see what all it's about. I got like so many drivers, but I do want to see what it looks like. Right now I have I can't think of the names of them. Combat Beads with the Ultim. And I can't think of the other one, but it's an Anzo design. And they had them at GP Knives. I don't know if they're still in stock or not, but I'm probably going to try to watch the video in the next couple of days. I think I watched his Growler XL videos, like the last one that I watched. So I'm trying to be careful with my data, especially if I'm going to do streams like this. I have the unlimited, but I think they cap it at a certain point anyway. But I think it's like 200 gigabytes or something before they cap it. So I'm just trying to see what each activity does and how it impacts my data, because I'm heavily dependent on that for work while we wait for this internet to get here. What's everybody carrying? And anything that you're picking up that you've seen coming out. I checked out that CJRB Feldspar, the premium with the top liner lock. I like the price, especially for S90V and brass or titanium. and then some of the fancier versions. But I was a little off put by the fact that it would not drop till February, which feels far away from now, like considering that it's dropping in November. Um, okay, I'm getting some responses for people that want to look at the property to remove stuff. So I'm probably gonna hop off here in a minute and add a Q&A sticker. That's new, and see what they're saying. Really, I think it's they just cap 5G, but unlimited means unlimited. I thought it is. So that it's not like the data will stop working, but when you get to your limit, if there is a um, stress on the network, they can throttle you. Like if you read the fine print, so it'll work. It'll work, but when you hit your cap, like at 200 gigabytes, no, 200 gigabytes is hotspot. I think unlimited is a different number, but when you hit that number, it just will throttle you if the network's being taxed. If the network's not being taxed, you'll never notice. So I think it's probably higher for like this type of data versus when I use the phone as a hotspot. Hey, Anissa, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Literally about to hop off here. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see how much data I used. Hopefully not a lot, because then I can do at least vertical lives for a little while until we actually get some internet out here. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Good to see all y'all and hear from all y'all. And I'll post something. Like if this doesn't eat up too much, I'm trying to watch my battery too, but it's not a really fair watch because I actually recorded a couple of videos, disassembly videos and stuff. So it's not really truly a fresh battery. It is Starlink. I think Starlink's expensive, but at this point, their original quote was 3 months. Then when you called back, they said 4 months, and now we're close to the 4 months. And there was some people out here running a aerial line to the neighbor's house, which makes me think they're doing that to get ready to put it in the ground and get it close to the house. So we're close at this point. So really, just to me, it's worth it just to keep using the data for now because we haven't even really come close. Someone's pulling into my driveway, y'all. So I'm going to hop off and see what this is about. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And hopefully I can do some more of these before we get the internet. And hopefully the internet will be up soon and we'll be able to keep running them. Catch you guys later. Peace.